Understanding jury nullification, what it is, and how it works. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a different type of topic, but one that's no less fascinating and one that's often unheard of, jury nullification. If you've ever heard it and wondered what it means, how it's been used in U.S. history, and its potential impact on the justice system, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Section 1. What is jury nullification? Jury nullification occurs when a jury returns a not guilty verdict, even if they believe the defendant is technically guilty under the law. This happens when jurors feel that the law itself is unjust or that applying it in a specific case would lead to an unfair outcome. Essentially, the jury uses its power to nullify the law. For example, imagine a case where someone is on trial for a nonviolent drug offense and the jurors believe the sentencing guidelines are too harsh. They might acquit the defendant even though the evidence proves guilt as an act of protest against the law. Section 2. The history of jury nullification in the United States. Jury nullification has deep roots in American history. It dates back to the colonial era, when jurors would refuse to enforce British laws they found oppressive. A famous example is the 1735 trial of John Peter Zinger, a printer accused of libel against the British government. Although Zinger clearly broke the law, the jury acquitted him, supporting freedom of the press. Fast forward to the 19th century, and we see jury nullification used to oppose the Fugitive Slave Act. This law required citizens to return escaped slaves to their owners, but many Northern juries refused to convict those helped runaway slaves. During Prohibition in the 1920s, juries often nullified alcohol-related charges, reflecting widespread opposition to the ban on alcohol. But one of the most significant uses of jury nullification came during the Civil Rights Movement. Section 3. Jury nullification and the Civil Rights Movement. In the 1950s and 60s, jury nullification played a controversial role during the Civil Rights Movement. In the South, all-white juries frequently nullified the law by acquitting white defendants accused of racially motivated violence, even when evidence of guilt was overwhelming. This allowed individuals responsible for lynchings, assaults, and other atrocities to escape justice. However, jury nullification wasn't always used in harmful ways. In some cases, Northern juries used it to resist segregation laws or protect activists who were prosecuted for acts of civil disobedience, such as participating in sit-ins or protests. This dual role shows how jury nullification can reflect the values or prejudices of the community, making it both a powerful tool for justice and a potential source of injustice. Section 4. How jury nullification works in the courtroom. So, how does jury nullification actually work in today's courtrooms? First, it's important to note that jurors have the absolute right to deliver any verdict they see fit. However, they are not officially told about this power during trials. In fact, many judges explicitly state that jurors must follow the law as instructed. But in reality, once the jury deliberates, their decision is final, and they cannot be punished for their verdict, even if it goes against the law or evidence. This makes jury nullification a powerful, yet controversial, tool in the justice system. Section 5. The debate around jury nullification. Let's talk about the pros and cons of jury nullification. Supporters argue that it serves as a check on unjust laws and government overreach. It empowers ordinary citizens to express their values and push back against systemic injustice. However, critics say it can lead to inconsistency in the application of the law. As we saw during the Civil Rights era, it was often used to uphold racism and allow perpetrators of violent crimes to walk free. This dual nature makes jury nullification both a safeguard for justice and a potential tool for injustice, depending on how it's used. Section 6. Can jury nullification be used today? In today's legal system, jury nullification is still possible, but it's rarely openly discussed. If you're called for jury duty and want to exercise this power, here's what you should know. 1. Jurors are not required to justify their verdicts. 2. It's best not to mention jury nullification during deliberations, as this could lead to being dismissed from the jury.
Bye, Felicia.
3. Your role is to decide on both the facts of the case and implicitly whether applying the law is just. While it's a powerful tool, it's also a deeply personal decision that should be made with care and consideration. So there you have it, jury nullification explained. It's a fascinating part of our legal system that has shaped history, from resisting unjust colonial laws to its complex role in the civil rights movement. What do you think? Is jury nullification a necessary check on the system? Or does it create more problems than it solves? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content. I'll see you in the next video.